Make no mistake, Republicans still dominate every aspect of Ohio's state government, but Democrats, at least for now, are feeling a little more loved. Of course, 26 Democrats helped elect Republican Larry Householder Speaker, and he seems to be living up to some of the promises he made to get their votes. Democrats have a slightly larger presence on subcommittees. Householder says he'll hire a nonpartisan human resources professional to investigate work-related complaints. Democratic leaders say Republicans seem more willing to work with them. Kathy Kandinsky, do Democrats really believe they can have an influence in this legislature?
I don't know what they really believe, but so far I would say they've won a lot of victories in the process category. They've got more folks on committees. They're going to have an easier time getting bills out of committee slightly, but they're still in the minority. Whether this translates to policy input is yet to be seen. And I suspect that will depend on whether the Republicans need their votes for anything. There should be a test coming pretty quickly with this transportation bill. There's talk about a gasoline tax. That is something the Republicans will need Democrat support for to pass, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm not convinced they're going to have a lot of input on policy.
Jackie, did Democrats get enough for their support for Larry Householder? I've heard grumblings that they should have gotten more. And that was from Republicans.
Yeah, I think it's arguable. I don't know the extent to the behind-the-scenes wheeling and dealing that was going on. Obviously, it was enough that Democrats felt they were getting enough that Larry Householder deserved their votes. But, you know, when you really break it down, like Kathy said, they've got a couple small wins on the process side of things, but we haven't heard anything yet about guarantees about, you know, stopping certain anti-labor bills, for example. The committee chairmanships are 3 small subcommittees that are new. They're not the ones that are going to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting. And at the end of the day, you know, Republicans still have a safe majority where they could, you know, pass their priority legislation.
Is this the best Democrats can hope for, Dale, at this point?
Well, as one who was and is suspicious of making deals with Larry Householder, I hope I'm wrong and that the Democrats who made this deal with the devil turn out to be right. But I think Kathy is right on the money. It seems to me the true bipartisanship doesn't just mean getting a seat at the table or a few other concessions at the margin. It also means being willing to actually pass some Democratic legislation, or at least include some Democratic ideas in the bills that the Republicans come up with. So I think we'll soon see whether this alleged new bipartisanship is anything more than nice talk and a few more seats on committees.
Republican lawmakers have to do that, Mike, but they have solid majorities. They really, in some bills, they might need a few Democratic votes, but for the most part, they're not going to need them.
They're not going to need them, whether it comes to guns, abortions, or other hot-button issues. You know, at the end of the day, though, you can call for a no-confidence vote of the Speaker at any time, and the coalition he has, you know, he's got to keep together, and he wants to keep together. I think most Republicans that didn't vote for him have risen above it. Larry Householder is one of the best politicians our state's ever seen. He convinced 26 pro-choice, anti-gun, liberal Democrats to vote for him, a white male, pro-life, strong pro-Second Amendment Republican to vote for him. So he knows what he's doing. He's going to give them just enough. You know, you give the other side just enough to get what to be happy to take some bacon home to their district, and they'll be okay.
Is that what it is? There's some probably projects out there, you know?
Yeah.
They'll probably get some stuff like that, but you also need to watch what happens to the Republican caucus. They were split over the Speaker. Householder actually got fewer Republican votes than his opponent. So we'll have to watch and see if the caucus comes back together. If they don't, then the Democrats will have more control.
Jackie, this human resources professional, supposedly going to be more independent than the person they've had in the past. What will that mean for lawmakers?
Well, they didn't really have a person in the past. If there was a complaint, if something happened, it was reported to usually someone in the Speaker's office, legal counselor, chief administrative officer. So someone who was, you know, working closely with leadership. And I, you know, last year wrote a story about, in the wake of Me Too, what can happen in Ohio. And, you know, some out-of-state experts say you really need to have an independent person where people can turn to. And I mean, that's true for really any organization, but especially when you're working in politics where someone would be very, you know, maybe fearful to go talk to someone who's aligned with the Speaker. What if it's the Speaker, you know?
Yeah.
So
how independent will this person be? I mean, all human resources people are paid by the company or the organization that's hired them. So how independent will this person be?
As independent as the Speaker wants them to be.
And the Speaker, he said today, or on Friday, reiterated that he wants this person to be a human resources professional, so someone who comes from that field, and there's a group of 4 lawmakers, Republicans and Democrats, that are working to put together what that job position is going to look like, who they're looking for before they go out and find someone. It won't be someone who's worked at the House for any length of time, probably.
And on the Senate side, any?
They're on their own.
They're on the no. This person would only be for the House.
Yeah.
Yeah.